Hello and welcome to another episode of Business for Your Lifestyle. My name again is Crystal Marie Seeley and I'm speaking to you from my company Successiory. This month I'm going to continue to talk to you about pricing, but I'd like to take a step back from the technical aspect of things that we looked at last month, where we spoke about what it's going to cost for you to stay in business, how you're going to find the clients that value you at that price, and how to run away from price negotiators. This month, I'm going to invite you to look at your own judgments around pricing to see if this will help you take a stronger stance in staying rooted in your own pricing. How do you feel if I tell you that there's a CEO making $1.5 million around the corner? Are you enraged? Are you indifferent? Or do you feel like that CEO deserves that because he's the one who's going to have to go to jail for 20 years if the company gets in trouble for something? If we talk about Whole Foods and there's a bottle of water with a stick of asparagus in it for $12, how does that make you feel? Are you enraged that somebody would charge that? Are you indifferent because you weren't going to buy it anyway? Or do you feel that, you would pay that for it because you're worth that and you believe that it's worth that to you? You see, all of these are different judgments around pricing and salaries, things we pay ourselves, things we pay for different things. And what we judge outwardly tends to be the way we treat ourselves as well, the way we value ourselves. Now, a lot of these judgments don't originate within us. It comes from upbringing, it comes from the rhetoric that we continue to hear growing up, it comes from the fact that many of us have come from corporate backgrounds where perhaps we were paid $60 an hour while the company was paid $400 or $500 an hour for that service that we delivered. It's time for us to perhaps step out of that. What judgments do you need to gently release, not further judge yourself for? What judgments can you release so that you can actually embrace your pricing and therefore go out and connect with the clients who actually value you at that price or more? Because just like those different judgments that I presented to you, there are people out there who do fall into one of those three positions on each of those scenarios that I presented. Those who are either indifferent or are willing to pay what the market is asking are the ones who are really comfortable with their own pricing because they don't compare. They know what they want and they go for it. They know what they're worth and they ask for it. What would it take for you to get there? What conversations have to change in your mind for you to get there? If you did try this exercise, if you did have this conversation with yourself, I'd really love to hear how it went and maybe some of the things you found that you weren't comfortable with. Perhaps we could find a way to address that.